Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, you're watching, listening to, and viewing Touching Tips with Les Malik. It's going to be me. I have all sorts of half-clean glassware. Yeah, there you go. This shit's dirty as fuck. Still drinkable. It's all bubbly because the water is hard here in the great city of New Orleans. I am drinking a beer. I like Oktoberfest. Now this is 100% a beer. Is it good? It's a beer. It's by Faubourg or Faubourg. I think it's Faubourg. That means neighborhood, possibly in French. I would imagine it's French, or it's some type of Creole, French and English type of garbage, New Orleans stuff. This used to be Dixie. They changed their name from Dixie, and people lost their fucking mind. They didn't like that one bit. Yeah, it's very, very malty, but in a copper penny sort of way. So, is what it is. Still gonna drink it. I purchased it, goddammit. I gave it a shot. Some of the Faubourg stuff isn't bad. This isn't one of them. So, yeah. Beer. I drink a lot of beer. Kids. So that happens. I enjoy it. Beer was my first alcoholic beverage of choice. Back when I was 18, I lived in Mesquite, Texas. And in Mesquite, Texas, the drinking age was 21. Well, that's all of Texas. But in Louisiana, the drinking age was 18. I would cross the border. Definitely not bootlegging. I would never do that. And drink. And then close to me turning 21, they changed I was 20, but they changed the drinking age to 21. So that was sad. But people were always wondering how I had alcohol. Again, I would never bring it into the great state of Texas from Louisiana. Who would do that? Especially at the age of 18. Super responsible at that age. And I guarded that secret, which was crazy because, anybody else could have easily, I think search engines were a thing at that point. I think like 96. So yeah. 96 I was 20. 94 search engines weren't a thing. I just don't know my own age, basically, is what's going on. So yeah, beer. So that when I did turn 21 here in Texas, the first thing I did was go into a liquor store that had a bunch of, back before craft beer was a thing, it was called microbrews, and you could very seldomly get that in at a store. You had to go to the source. So I drank a bunch of foreign beers, mainly German and Belgium, and that is actually where my Oktoberfest love comes from. I like seasonal beers more than I like regular beers because they're only allowed for a little bit, and then they're replaced with a different season. But Oktoberfest beers, which I don't really like my beer very malty, and Oktoberfest beers are malty, and they're the only type of malty beer that I actually like, besides every now and then a Bock. But, yeah, that's... So, I have talked about beer for this whole segment. Enjoy that, bitches. I used to work at a beer bar. I have my first level of the Cicerone. It's a certified beer server. That any trained monkey can get. It is very, very simple to become a level 1 Cicerone. Level 2, not so much. I was going to do that, but there's a lot of hoops. It's not just the beer knowledge. You then have to find somebody who's doing the class. I wonder if that's even a thing now, because that was like, I'm wanting to say 7 years ago at this point when that was popular. So this one was all about beer, I guess. Kids, enjoy that. At least I had somewhat of a theme. I was going to discuss actual tipping etiquette, But we'll do that some other time because I'm trying to keep all these videos for around about 5 minutes. That way, when you ignore it, I can be like, hey, you're ignoring this shit? It's only 5 minutes. Anyways, guys, remember, tip well, tip often. Cheers. Have a good night.